Good day, engineers. So for this lecture video, we will discuss chapter 3 or the elementary differential equations. So magpapahinga muna tayo sa mga equations of order 1. Nakatapos na tayo ng 4 na types. So after this chapter, babalik ulit tayo sa equations of order 1 and sa type 5 na tayo. So, start natin sa velocity of escape from the Earth. So, dito, meron tayong figure. So, try to imagine, meron tayong spaceship na palabas sa Earth. So, what is the required velocity or speed a rocket should attain in order to be able to escape from the gravitational field of Earth and fly to other planet? So, meron tayo dito, let r is the variable distance. Yung malaking r is the radius of celestial bodies like Earth, Mars, Venus, Moon, Sun, and etc. So, t is the time, v is the velocity of the particle, a is the acceleration, and k is the constant of proportionality in the Newton law. So, meron tayo ditong v squared is equals to 2gr squared over r plus v sub 0 squared minus 2gr. So, mahaba siya pero hindi yan yung gagamitin nating formula. So, if v sub 0 squared minus 2gr is less than 0, there will be a critical value of r for which the right member of the equation, we check kung is v equals 0. For this condition, the body will stop and reverse its direction, that is back to Earth. For no return, the velocity should always be positive, but v is greater than 0. If v sub 0 squared minus 2gr is greater than or equal 0, thus v sub 0 is greater than or equal to 2 square root of 2gr, the body will escape. So, ito yung formula na kailangan yung tandaan. So, v escape is equals to square root of 2gr. So, ang g po natin dyan is the acceleration of gravity. So, ang g natin is 32.2 feet per second squared, or kapag kinonvert natin sa miles per second squared, 6.09 times 10 raised to negative 3. So, punta na tayo sa ating mga examples. So, example number 1, the radius of the moon is roughly 1,080 miles. The acceleration of gravity at the surface of the moon is about 0.165 g, where g is the acceleration of gravity at the surface of Earth. Determine the velocity of escape for the moon. So, tinatanong kung ano yung velocity escape ng moon. So, sulat lang natin yung ating formula. 2gr. So, first, identify natin yung mga given na binigay. Ang given na binigay is, so, una, 1080 miles or radius ng moon. Next is the acceleration gravity at surface of the moon, yung 0.165 g. Gm is equals to 0.165 g. So, yung g daw dyan, itong g na to, is the acceleration of gravity at the surface of the Earth. So, kanina, sinabi natin yung value nan, or lagay na lang natin GE. Ang GE is, kapag hindi binanggit sa problem, 6.09 times 10 raised to negative 3 miles per second. So, solution, so times muna natin yung GE doon sa 0.165 para makuha natin yung acceleration of gravity at the surface of the moon. 0.165 GE or 6.09 times 10 raised to negative 3 miles per second or hindi na. Ang lalabas na sagot is 1.00485 times 10 raised to negative 3 miles per second squared. Since kompleto na yung ating mga given, pwede na nating i-input sa ating formula. V-escape is equals to square root of 2GR. So, square root of 2, G natin is 1.00485 times 10 raised to negative 3. And then R natin is 1,080 miles. So, VE is equals to 1.473 miles per second, or the velocity of escape for the moon. Wait, ayusin ko. So, next problem. Determine the velocity of escape for each of the celestial bodies listed below. The data given are rough and G may be taken to be 6.1 times 10 raised to negative 3 miles per second squared. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, kapag hindi binigay, 6.09 yung gagamitin natin. Since binigay naman ang value ng G natin, which is 6.1 times 10 raised to negative 3, so yan po yung gagamitin natin sa problem natin. So, start na tayo sa ating Venus. Same lang din yung solution na gagawin natin kanina. So, ang formula natin is velocity escape is equals to square root of 2GR. So, start tayo sa Venus. So, for Venus, meron tayong 2. Ang G natin is binigay 0.85 G. So, may G dito. Ano yung G dyan? So, G is yung value na binigay, which is yung 6.1 times 10 raised to negative 3. And then, R na binigay, or the radius of Venus is 3,800 miles. So, calcu, dapat ang makuha nyo dito ay 6.28 miles per second. So, sabayan nyo ako mag-input sa calcu. para ma-practice kayong mag-calcu. Next, punta naman tayo sa Mars. Dito sa Mars, VE is equals to 2GR din. Ang G natin sa Mars is 0.383. So, 0.38 and the value of P is 6.1 times 10 raised to negative 3. And the radius is 2,100. So, solve nyo. Dapat ang makuha ay 3.12 miles per second. So, punta naman tayo sa ating next, Jupiter. Sa Jupiter, so, sulat ko lang dito yung ating formula. V escape is equals to square root of 2GR. So, sa Jupiter, 2 natin, ang G natin is 2.6. 2.6G. And ang G natin, 6.1 times 10 raised to negative 3. And the radius is 43,000 miles. So, ang sagot natin dito is 36.93 miles per second. Next, Sun. So, dito Sun, VE, is equals to 2 times 28 times 6.1 times 10 raised to negative 3 times the radius is 432,000. So, solve nyo sa calcu, dapat ang lalabas ay 384.15 miles per second. Next, sa Ganymede. VE is equals to 2 times 0.12 G na 6.1 times 10 raised to negative 3 times 1,780. Calculate nyo, magiging 1.61 miles per second. So, madali lang tong velocity of escape from the Earth. So, dapat magaling kayong mag-identify ng mga given. So, after velocity of escape from the Earth, punta naman tayo sa Newton's law of cooling or warming. So, experiment has shown that under certain conditions, a good approximation to the temperature of an object can be obtained by using Newton's law of cooling. The temperature of a body changes at a rate that is proportional to the difference in temperature between the outside medium and the body itself. We shall assume here that the constant of proportionality is the same whether the temperature is increasing or decreasing. So, ito yung derivation ng ating formula. So, ito yung formula natin. So, ito yung in-apply nila yung, kung mapapansin nyo, variable separable. So, where du over dt is equals to time rate of change of temperature, U is the temperature of the body at time t, and UA or the temperature of the medium at rate t. So, A ata dito is stands for ambient temperature. Di ko alam. Hula ko lang yon. Pero parang tama naman. Kasi A. So, ambient. So, example, a thermometer reading 18 degree Fahrenheit is brought into a room where the temperature is 70 degree Fahrenheit. 1 minute later, the thermometer reading is 31 degree Fahrenheit. Determine the temperature reading as a function of time, and in particular, find the temperature reading 5 minutes after the thermometer is first brought into the room. So, kailangan naintindihan nyo muna yung ating problem. Sabi dyan, yung thermometer reading 18 Fahrenheit is dinala sa isang room kung saan ang room temperature is 70 degree Fahrenheit. So, makalipas ang 1 minuto, yung thermometer na dinala is 31 degree Fahrenheit na. So, question, determine the temperature reading as a function of time. So, pag sinabing as a function of time, ibig sabihin yung ating sagot is naka in terms of time or t. And the second problem is find the temperature reading 5 minutes after the thermometer is first brought into the room. So first, identify natin yung mga given. So T is 0. Nung unang dala nung thermometer sa room, U sub 0 is 18 degree Fahrenheit. And ang ambient temperature ng room, UA, is 70 degree Fahrenheit. After 1 minute or T sub 1 minute, yung temperature daw, thermometer reading is naging 31 degree Fahrenheit na. And ambient temperature ng room is 70 degree Fahrenheit. So, solution, so A, temperature, temp reading as a function of time. So, formula natin, U is equals to UA plus C E raised to negative KT. So, pag Newton's law of cooling, ito ang tandaan nyo na formula. U is equals to U sub A plus C E raised to negative KT. So, dito na lang ituloy. 20 is equals to 0. U is 18 degree Fahrenheit. So, substitute lang natin siya sa ating formula. So, ang U natin dyan is 18 equals UA na 70 plus C E raised to negative K tapos yung time natin is 0. So, E raised to 0 is 1. So, makukuha natin dito is C na negative 52. So, substitute natin siya sa formula. U is equals to 70 minus 52 E raised to negative K T. Next, when T is 1 minute, yung temperature natin ay naging 31 degree Fahrenheit na. So, 31 is equals to 70 minus 52 T raised to negative K and ang time na natin is 1 minute. So, 1 na to. Kung mapapansin nyo, ang makukuha nating value dito is K. So, paki-input sa calcu, 31 equals 70 minus 52. Yung E dyan sa calcu nyo negative K or gawin nating X sa calcu times T na 1 minute. So, shift solve, makukuha nyo is 0.28768. So, kinuha ko lang yung 5 decimal places. Pero, i-store nyo to yung buong value ng K, i-store nyo. Store. Paki-store po yung buong value ng K. Pero kapag isusulat nyo sa inyong solution, okay na yung 5. 5 decimal places. So, substitute na natin. Magiging dito sa formula na to. Magiging U is equals to 70 minus 52 E raised to negative 0.28768 T. So, ito yung ating sagot sa letter A. Next, question niya is yung temperature reading daw after 5 minutes. So, when T is equals to 5 minutes, ito yung hinahanap. Or use of pipe. So, using this formula na nakuha natin kanina, or the equation. So, U is equals to 70 minus 52 E raised to negative 0.28768 T. Ang T natin is 5 minutes. So, itong value na to, kailangan nakastore pa rin to yung value ng K. So, makukuha natin, use of 5 for 5 minutes is 57.66 degree Fahrenheit. Or, gawin natin 58. 58 degree Fahrenheit. So, next, a cup of coffee initially at 95 degrees Celsius is left in a room with an ambient temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. So, meron tayong coffee daw na 95 degrees Celsius. Tapos, iniwan natin siya sa isang room with an ambient temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. So, after 5 minutes, yung coffee daw or yung temperature ng coffee ay nag-drop to 80 degree Celsius. When will it be tolerable by the human skin at 40 degrees Celsius? So, tinatanong dito is, when will? So, time yung tinatanong. Kailan daw magiging tolerable na sa human skin or kailan daw magiging 40 degrees Celsius yung ating coffee? So, given, so identify muna natin yung mga given na binigay. At T sub 0, ang U natin is 95 degrees Celsius. And ang ambient temperature ay 25 degrees Celsius. After 5 minutes, or T sub 5 or 5 minutes, yung U natin ay naging 80 degrees Celsius. So, UA is hindi yan nababago. Same na 25 degrees Celsius. So, T is equals to question mark kasi yan yung tinatanong. Hindi natin alam kung kailan magiging 40 degrees Celsius yung ating coffee. So, solution. Ano na ulit yung formula natin? Formula natin is U is equals to U sub A plus C e raised to negative K T. So, solution natin when T sub 0 is equals to 0, U sub 0 is equals to 95 degrees Celsius. U is equals to UA plus C e raised to negative KT. So, U natin is 95 is equals to UA natin na 25 plus C e raised to negative K T natin na 0. So, same kanina, magiging 1 lang to. So, ang makukuha natin dito is C. C is 70. When T is equals to 5 minutes, U is equals to 80 degrees Celsius. So, substitute, 80 is equals to 25. Ang C natin kanina is 70. E raised to K and T natin is 5 minutes. So, kapag kinumpit nyo yan, makukuha natin si K, which is negative pala. 0.04823. So, since may value na tayo ng K, when T is hindi natin alam, U is 40 degrees Celsius. Substitute natin sa ating formula. 40 is equals to 25 plus 70 e raised to negative. So, may value na tayo ng K. Paki-store ulit to sa inyong mga calcu. So, yung 5 decimal places, kapag isusulat nyo lang. Pero kapag nasa solving kayo, yung naka-store or yung buo. So, 0.04823 T. So, makukuha natin si value ng T, which is 31.94 minutes. So, next problem. Cold water has been brought out from a refrigerator. It was originally cooled at 5 degrees Celsius and was brought out in an ambient temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. If after 10 minutes the bottled water became 15 degrees Celsius, what will be the temperature 30 minutes after it has been brought out from the refrigerator? So, ang hinahanap dito is yung ating temperature after malabas ng 30 minutes sa ref. So, sulat natin muna yung ating given. So, given t is equals to 0, u sub 0 is 5 degrees Celsius. And ang UA natin is 30 degrees Celsius. So, after 10 minutes daw, ang U natin is naging 15 degrees Celsius. So, tinatanong yung temperature after 30 minutes. So, yan. Same process kanina. Kung napansin nyo, kapag sinasubstitute natin yung t is equals to 0, laging nauuna nating makuha is yung mga c. Tapos after naman neto, yung k. Formula natin, u is equals to ua plus c e raised to negative kt. U natin is 5 equals 30 plus c e raised to negative kt or 0. K0. So, C ang makukuha natin. Ang C ay negative 25. So, next, when T sub 0 is equals to 10, U sub 0 is equals to 15 degrees Celsius. Input natin sa ating formula. 15 is equals to 30. Ay na, next. 30. So, negative 25. So, minus 25 e raised to negative k. T natin is 10 minutes. K ang makukuha natin dito, which is 0.05108. Next, when T is equals to 30 minutes, U is, yun yung hinahanap. So, U is equals to 30 minus 25 e raised to negative 0.05108 times 30. So, U natin is, U30 is 24.6 degree Celsius. So, next, punta naman tayo sa population growth. So, the rate of population growth of a country is proportional to the number of inhabitants. So, ito yung ating rate of population of a country. So, pag sinabing proportional, so ito yung symbol na ganyan, sa number of inhabitants, where P is the number of inhabitants. So, yan. So, K is the symbol for proportionality. So, paghiwalay lang natin, variable separable ulit, kaya magiging ln P equals to KT plus ln C. So, ayan. Yan yung ating derivation sa formula na to. So, ito na naman yung inyong tatandaan. So, apply na natin agad sa mga examples. Number 1, the population of the Philippines has doubled in the last 50 years. The population of the Philippines is, Philippines in 1948 was 35 million. On what year will our population triple? So, analyze natin yung ating problem. So, noong 1948 daw, ang population ng Philippines is 35 million. So, after 50 years, so, kailan yon? Wait, ba't 1940 sinulat? So, after 50 years, or 1998, naging double daw yung population. So, yung 35 million, dumoble. So, 70 million. Wait, check ko kung nag-record. Or double. Ngayon, ang question, on what year will our population triple? So, kailan daw? So, anong year daw magiging triple? Or ilan ang triple? 105 million. So, triple. Yung ating population. So, ito, 50 years. 50 years. So, noong 1948, so, since yun yung first natin, so, T sub 0 lang muna, or 0, ang population daw natin is 35 M. Noong 19, ano yun? Noong 19, wait. Noong 1998, or after, ilan yon? After 50 years, yung population natin naging 70 million. When T is equals to 0, P is 35 M. Pwede na tayo palang mag-skip dito. Pwede na tayong kasi wala naman tayong C na kinukuha. Ang formula natin is P is equals to P sub 0 E KT. So, ibig sabihin ng P sub 0, yung unang-unang population natin, which is 35, di ba? Parang initial. So, P is yung, wait. Ito na lang. when t is equals to 50, p is 70. Substitute natin sa formula na to, magiging 70 is equals to 35 or the initial natin, e raised to k t na 50 years. So, k natin is 0.01386. When t is equals to, yun yung hinahanap. P is 105. So, substitute 105 is equals to 35. E raised to k na 0.01386. And ang t natin is yung hinahanap. So, t is 79.248 or 80 years. So, ang tinatanong what year? So, 1948 plus 79 na lang muna. 79. So, 2027. 2027. What's 7? Mali-mali na susulat ko. 2027. So, ito yung sagot natin. Pero kung nilagay nyo naman ito, parang ginawa nyo na lang 80 years, tapos ang sagot nyo is 1948 plus 80. So, 2028. So, pwede din yan. As long as nilagay nyo to So, yan yung ating sagot. Year kasi yung tinatanong. Pero kung tinanong kung gaano katagal, so ito 80 years ang sagot. Or 79 years. Next problem. The population of a town grows at a rate proportional to the population present at time t. The initial population of 500 increases by 15% in 10 years. What will be the population in 30 years? And how fast is the population growing at t is equals to 30? So, first, letter A. Sulat muna natin yung ating given. So, P is 500. Or yung initial yan, PO. T is 0. Nung 10 years daw, P set 10 na lang. Yung 500 daw is nag-increase ng 15%. So, paano natin yan isusulat? 500 times 1 plus 15%. Or yung 15% kapag ginawa nating decimal, 0.15. So, 500 times 1 plus 0.15. 40, 10 is equals to 10 years. Tinatanong kung ano na yung population natin in 30 years. So, ito yung question mark. T30 or 30 years. So, solution. When T is equals to 10, P is, so, pag sinolve nyo to, so, ilan ang value neto? So, pag sinolve nyo to, magiging, ilan yan? 575. Tama ba? Tama. P is, ano yun? 575. Formula natin, P is equals to P sub 0 or the initial population, e raised to k t. So, P natin is 575. Ang P sub 0 natin is 500. Ang E, raised to K, and ang time natin is 10 years. So, makukuha natin dito si K. K is 0.01398. So, yung E natin dyan, meron yan sa calcu, E. Ano na bang tawag dito? Euler's? Or Euler's? So, next is when, wait lang, wala na tayong space. When T is yung tinatanong 30 years, ilan na daw yung ating population, Peter? So, P 30 is equals to P sub 0 na 500, E raised to K na 0.01398, and T is 30 years. So, P sub 30 is 760.44 or 760. So, kung ginawa nyong 761, okay din. Kasi wala namang 0.44 na tao. So, where about 0.44 na tao? $706. Next, tinatanong, how fast is the population growing? Di ba sinabi natin kanina na rate, yung dp over dt? So, dp over dt, gano'n daw kabilis? Is equals to P sub 0 na 500 times natin sa K na 0.01398 e raised to 0.01398 times 30. So, dp over dt natin is 10.628 or 11 persons per year. So, next natin, next is exponential growth and decay. The behavior of a substance changes at a rate proportional to the quantity present. So, tulad kanina, so, parang halos same, or hindi naman halos, same rin lang sila ng derivation ng kanyang formula. Kung napansin nyo, ang napalitan lang dito is yung letter Q. So, kanina P, ito Q. So, Q is the amount of substance at any time T. So, same lang yan ha. Same lang din na gamit na ang Q sub 0 is yung initial natin. Pero ito kasi, sa exponential growth and decay, halos mga bacteria, yung pag-aaralan natin dito or yung isi-solve natin dito. So, first problem natin, so dito muna tayo sa population of a community is known to increase at a rate proportional to the number of people present at time t. If an initial population p sub 0 has doubled in 5 years, how long will it take to triple? So, dito, meron tayong population where nung 5 years daw, itong population P sub 0 natin is nagdoble after 5 years. So, ngayon, tinatanong, kailan daw magiging triple yung population? So, ang hahanapin natin dito is kung ilang taon. So, first, given natin is T sub 0 is equals to 0. Q sub 0 is 1 or Q sub 0 din. 1 Q sub 0. So, T sub 5, after 5 years, yung Q sub 0 natin ay dumoble. So, kailan daw magiging triple yung Q sub 0 natin? Pwede ilagay na lang natin dito is 1. Formula, Q is equals to Q sub 0 e raised to k t. When t is equals to 5, Q is equals to 2Q sub 0. So, 2Q sub 0 is equals to Q sub 0. Or lagay na lang natin, ang Q sub 0 ay 1. So, magiging 1 din lang yan. Yung Q sub 0. So, equals to e raised to, saan na ba ako? K 5. So, ito, value nito 1 na. So, dito, 1. So, kapag in-input nyo sa calcu, wala lang yan. Parang imaginary lang. So, pag in-input nyo sa calcu, pwedeng 2 is equals to a k 5. So, kahit ganyan lang. So, k natin dito is 0.13863. So, positive ang k. So, ibig sabihin, exponential growth. Which is, totoo naman kasi tinatanong kung kailan mag-triple. Tsaka population naman to. When t is equals to hinahanap, Q is 3Q sub 0. So, 3 is equals to 1 or e raised to k natin is 0.13863 plus t. So, t is 7.92 or 8 years. So, 8 years, triple yung population. Baka isolve nyo, since 5 years na doble, kailan mag-triple, baka gawin yung plus 5, sabi nyo, para triple na. So, next, radium decomposes at a rate proportional to the quantity of radium present. Suppose that it is found that in 25 years, approximately 1.1% of a certain quantity of radium has decomposed. Determine approximately how long it will take for one half or the half-life of the original amount of radium to decompose. So, sabi dyan, after 25 years, yung 1.1% daw nung radium ay na-decompose na. So, paano natin isusulat yan paano natin isusulat yan? So, yung amount daw ng radium ay mababawasan na ng 1.1%. Or na-decompose na daw yung 1.1% part ng radium natin. Given T is equals to 25 years, Q is equals to 1 minus 1.1 degree percent Q sub 0. So, when, solution na pala. When T is equals to 25, Q is 1.1 minus 1.1 degree. Anong degree? Percent Q sub 0. So, formula natin, Q is equals to Q sub 0, e raised to k t. So, ang Q sub 0 Q natin is 1 minus 1.1 or 0.011 is equals to Q sub 1 natin na 1, e raised to k t natin na 25. So, k natin is negative 0.00044. So, kapag input nyo to sa CalQ, ito, gawin nyo na lang, ano ba yan? 1 minus 0.011. Gawin nyo na lang 0.989. Para mas mabilis lumabas yung sagot kapag nag-shift solve kayo. So, tinatanong kailan mag-half-life? Or T is equals to question mark. Yung Q natin is kailan mag-half-life, yung original amount. So, 0.5 ng original amount. So, formula, Q is equals to Q sub 0 e raised to k. Since negative ito, ibig sabihin nag-decompose or nadidecay. 0.5 Q is equals to e raised to k natin negative 0.00044 T. So, T natin is 1566 1566.65 or 1,600 years. So, ang tagal pala ma-decay nung isang radium. So, next problem. A bacterial population B is known to have a rate of growth proportional to B itself. If between noon and 2 p.m., the population triples, at what time no controls being exerted should B become 100 times what it was at noon? So, sulat muna natin yung ating mga given. So, nung T sub 0 daw, ang Q natin is Q or 1. Tapos, nung 2 p.m. o after 2 hours, ito noon noon tayo nag-start. Yung Q natin daw is naging triple. So, 3Q sub 0. Kailan daw or anong oras magiging 100 times yung ating Q sub 0? Formula, Q is equals to Q sub 0, e raised to K T. So, when T is equals to 2 hours, Q is 3Q sub 0. So, 3Q sub 0 is equals to Q sub 0 e raised to K T na 2 hours. So, K natin, wait, K natin is 3 equals to e raised to wait lang. So, asan na ako? So, yan. Ang mahanap nating K is 0.54931. So, when T is equals to question mark kasi yun yung hinahanap, kailan daw magiging 100 times yung ating Q sub 0. So, 100 Q sub 0 is equals to Q sub 0 e raised to 0.54931 and T. T natin is 8.38 hours. Pero ang tinatanong, what time? So, yung oras ang tinatanong. Kung hindi, hindi kung gaano katagal. So, 8 hours na, yung 0.38 hours, convert natin sa minutes. So, sa isang oras, meron tayong 60 minutes. 1 hour. So, cancel ang hour. May iwan is minute. 22.8 minutes or 23 minutes. So, ang time is 8 8:23 p.m. So, gabi na. So, ayan. Next, punta naman tayo sa ating chemical solution of mixture problem. So, dm over dt is equals to rate of addition minus rate of removal. Or, pag sinulat natin, magiging dm over dt, Ci or yung in times Vi or volumetric flow rate na pumapasok or yung in minus CO or CO ba? O for out and VO for outlet. Volumetric flow rate na lumalabas. Punta na tayo. A tank contains 80 gallons of pure water. A brine solution with 2 pounds per gallon of salt enters at 2 gallons per minute. And the well's stirred mixture leaves at the same rate. Find the amount of salt in the tank at any time and the time of which the brine leaving will contain 1 pounds per gallon of salt. So, dito, meron daw tayong tank containing 80 gallons of pure water. Tapos, may nag-enter daw na brine solution. C1 is equals to 2 pounds per gallon. Tapos, volumetric flow rate na 2 gallon per minute. So, well stirred. So, hinalo yan. Tapos, leaves at the same rate. So, meron tayo M over 80 pounds per gallon. O na 2 gallon per minute din. So, M yan for value of mass dissolves at any time t, which varies habang lumilipas yung oras, kaya M yung nilagay. So, solution. Solution natin sa A, dm over dt is equals to Ci, Vi is equals minus C out, V out. So, substitute natin yung mga value. Ci natin is 2, Vi natin is 2, minus CO na M over 80, and VO na. So, simplify natin. Solve natin. Magiging 4 minus M over 4T. So, after nan, separate natin. So, para tayong variable separable. So, dm over 4 minus m over 4t is equals to dt. So, simplify natin to. Itong part. So, 4 minus m over 4t. So, cross multiply. So, 160 minus m over 40. So, pwede natin itaas yung 40 doon sa dm. Magiging 40 dm over 160 minus m dt. So, integrate both sides. Negative 40 ln 160 minus m equals to t plus c. So, asan na ako? So, next slide na lang para di maputol. When t is equals to 0, m is equals to 0. So, negative 40 ln 160 minus 0 is equals to 0 plus c. So, ang c natin dito is negative 40 ln 160. Negative 40 ln 160 minus m minus m is equals to t minus 40 ln 160. Giging negative t is equals to 40 ln 160 minus m minus 40 ln 160. Negative t is 40 ln magiging 160 m over 160 minus yan. Record pa ba? So, 1 and 14 minutes na. So, divide both sides ng 40. So, magiging negative t over 40 is equals to ln 160 minus m over 160. So, that ulit dito. T over 40 is equals to ln 160 minus m over 160. So, lagay tayo ng e para ma-cancel to. So, meron tayong e raised to negative t over 40 is equals to 160 minus m over 160. So, M natin, so, punta natin to doon, yung 160. So, magiging M is equals to 160 minus 160 e raised to negative t over 40. M is 160 times 1 minus e raised to negative t over 40. So, ito na yung sagot. Naka-in terms sa t. So, M is the amount of salt in the tank. Tapos, at any time t. So, naka-in terms sa t. So, yan yung sagot sa letter A. Sa letter B, the time of which the brine leaving will contain 1 pounds per gallon of salt. B. So, when CO or C out is equals to 1 pounds per gallon of salt. Wait, sulat ko nga maayos. Pounds per gallon. Salt. So, CO is equals to 1 daw. Diba? So, ang C out natin is M over 80. So, ang CO natin is 1. So, equals 1. M is equals to 1 times 80. So, 80 pounds. So, 80 is equals to yung formula na solve natin kanina. Yung M is equals to 160, 1 minus E, raised to negative T over 40. So, M natin is 80 is equals to 160 times 1 minus E raised to negative T over 40. So, lipat natin si 160 equals matitira. Matitira si negative 160 e raised to negative t over 40. So, dinistribute yan. Negative 80 over negative 160. Diba ito, negative 80 na lalabas? Is equals to negative 160. E raised to negative t over 40. Divide both sides by 160. So, magiging saan na ba ako? So, magiging 1/2 equals to E negative t over 40. So, lagyan natin ng ln. At kapag ganyan, pwede nating ibaba si sulat ko. Ln 1/2. Si negative t over 40. So, negative t over 40, ln E. At ang value ng ln E ay 1. So, matitira, ln 1/2 is equals to negative t over, so 1 to, over 40. Ln 1 minus ln 2, since naka-divide, equals negative t over 40. So, value ng ln 1 is 0. So, negative ln 2 is equals to negative 3 over 40. So, times natin doon. Pwede natin i-cancel si negative. Diba? Since dalawa naman silang negative. So, magiging 40 ln 2 is equals to t. T is 27.73 minutes. So, yan yung time na yung brine, yung amount ng brine na mag-out is 1 pounds per gallon of salt. So, ilang minutes? Ilang hour to? 1 hour and 21 minutes yung lecture video natin. So, yan yung mga applications of differential equations. So, aralin yung mabuti yung mga examples natin. Thank you for listening and have a good day. So, paki-comment po done watching, name, and section. After mapanood itong lecture video na to. So, bye-bye!